Hi, I'm Tony Buti, the Minister for Citizenship and Multicultural Interests in the Western Australian Government. This is another episode in our cooking series, and I'm today with Nicol-Burmeister, and we are doing German cuisine. I love German desserts and breads particularly. Right. So what are we cooking today?
We are cooking Rote Grütze with vanilla sauce.
So it's a dessert?
It's a dessert. It's a red berry pudding, and it's a typical summer dessert for Germany, especially from northern Germany.
What are the ingredients?
The ingredients are red berries, strawberries, blackberries, raspberries and blueberries.
And what else do we have?
And we cook that up with a bit of sugar and some cinnamon we pop in there, and just a couple of cloves, which we put in there because we don't want to bite on them when we fish them out. So we hang that in there.
All right.
Pour the sugar in.
And what else do we have?
That's starch, which we will mix with some cherry juice once this is all cooked. Let's do that. We put that on there, put it on boil. You just stir it a bit until it's all cooked through. Put those cloves in there, and that's it.
Beautiful. It's pretty simple.
Can you tell us about where in Germany you're from and when you came to West Australia?
I'm from northern Germany, from Hanover, which is Lower Saxony, about 200 kilometers south of Hamburg. I came here first as a visitor in 1985.
On your own?
No, my sister had migrated and I was divorced with a one-year-old child, and they didn't know any English. So I said, that's all right, I'll come down.
And you did?
And I settled and I applied to come here and arrived in April 1986 on a permanent residence.
And what's the German community like in Perth? Is it a strong community?
It's quite a strong community. It's, I would say, more like a German-speaking community. I think there's about 12,000 people on a German passport here. But, I mean, the Austrians speak German, Swiss.
Even part of northern Italy.
Yeah.
So you said you came here with your young child.
Yes.
So did you have further children when you came here to Australia?
I got a 7-year-old instant son when I met my husband in 1987.
Now, you mentioned your husband. Obviously, would you like to mention a bit about, could you lost him last year, is that right?
I've lost him last year. We met in 1987. I had to come here to marry a German. While I was living in Germany, my first husband was a Scot. So, that's a bit of a funny side story. And we decided in 1987, let's get married.
Your husband's name?
Achim.
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 And where in Germany is Achim from?
Even from more north than me, from north of Hamburg, from Eutin.
Right.
So that is quite close to the Baltic Sea.
And he was quite involved in the German community here, wasn't he?
Well, when I met him, he had just started to write the WA page for a nationwide German language magazine produced in Sydney.
Yeah.
And, later on we decided, yes, let's do our own, just for WA, because just the one page, it didn't do it justice. And he had started a weekly meeting of German-speaking people at the Merlin at the time, before it became Hyatt. And once a week, where everybody just could turn up, meet, have a chat, have a drink, a few nibbles, and go home again. And a couple of years into that, because he started that in 1987, and a couple of years later, people couldn't obviously be there every week. So they said, why don't you do a newsletter for us? And that's how we started with a German language publication for WA.
All right, Christine, while this is still boiling,
Yeah.
what else do we need to do?
We need to make a vanilla sauce.
Oh, and I
Sauce
love vanilla.
anglais. You do.
I love vanilla, so shall I help you here?
Absolutely.
But I'll be under your strict instructions.
Well, I prepared everything that
Okay.
needs to go in there.
Right,
So let's take the lid off,
right.
and you can just,
Any order? Doesn't matter what order?
doesn't matter, just pour
I'll
everything
go
in.
with the milk first.
Yeah,
Right, the milk's done. I'll put the egg in,
yeah.
or the eggs.
Eggs.
5.
3 eggs and 2,
Well, it was
Yolks.
5 in there, I
Yeah,
thought.
2 yolks.
And then
and the sugar,
sugar.
and a nice dollop
And
of,
what about vanilla? How much?
oh, it should be about half a teaspoon, so just
Or just a
I'll
couple,
put a
one
dollop
squirt.
in there.
Bit of extra because I love my vanilla.
Good.
Okay, I've done that, so I'll let you take over now, otherwise it might be a disaster. All right, you got that back on?
Yeah, we need to put that back on. So we put that on 10
For 10 minutes.
10 minutes
Wow.
on 80 degrees,
All right.
and that's it.
Okay, so we now just wait.
We wait until this is
Yeah.
that should be pretty soon coming through.
So Christine, we've done the sauce. That's
Yes,
been done.
let's just check it, shall
Check
we?
it. Looks like milkshake.
Yes, it gets really thick once it's cooled down, but it's starting to thicken
Oh,
now.
I can smell the vanilla. That was the extra bit that I put in there. I love my vanilla.
All right, that needs to be mashed now. So all we do is put the machine in there.
Okay. Yeah, see?
And we don't want it all too mashed. You still need to know that there is fruit in there.
Yeah.
If you could pour the starch into the cherry juice, that would be good.
Okay. I've done that, and then I assume we've got to mix it, do we?
Yeah, put that on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. And give it a good shake.
Great. Oh yes, so this is going to go in there, I assume.
Yeah, just take that little bit off
Right.
and pour it all in.
Can I take the whole thing off? Or not?
You can.
But it won't. Oh, look at that colour. So I believe you were heavily involved in Unison. So can you tell us a
Yes.
bit about what that is?
It's a festival that we started in 2002. My husband was the CEO, before that Secretary of the West Australian German Business Association.
Oh yeah.
And just to get it, the German business and cultural side more into the multicultural melting pot that we are
yeah,
here.
of WA, yeah.
We started a festival and we called it In Unison, together,
Oh, great.
and organized always a cultural event, a business event, and a social event.
Yeah, right.
So our first cultural event was at His Majesty's Theatre called Music to Watch, where we had WA ballet group from Wupper and a cappella group called Six Cylinder from Germany,
Yeah, right.
and created a show in His Majesty's Theatre. So that was the cultural event. The business event was an exhibition at the Hyatt. The social event was a ball at the Hyatt.
Gee, so
So
full on.
we did that every year, always different events, sometimes films, sometimes, but always a ball, and sometimes business after hours, where we went into into different companies. For 2004, we teamed up with His Majesty's Theatre again, because His Majesty's Theatre was built by a German, Gustav Liebe,
Right.
100 years ago.
Gee.
So for the 100th birthday, we teamed up with them and brought the first time the only full version of Karl Orff's Carmina Burana
Wow.
in His Majesty's Theatre.
Amazing.
And since the opening in 1906, it was the first time that all performances were booked out weeks before.
Wow. Fantastic. Well done.
So here you go.
There we go. We're there, are we? That's
We are
thick
there.
enough. Look at that. Look like.
That's thick enough.
Right, Christine, we've got the thickness,
Yes.
the texture. So
Yes.
what we're going to pour that into these bowls, are we?
Yeah, and we'll be very careful because we don't want the glass to crack.
And now, Christine, we've got the vanilla sauce.
We've got the vanilla sauce. You
Yeah.
could use it either hot or cold.
Right.
I usually put everything in the fridge
Yeah, okay.
to
Then
just cool it down.
we'll do it your way, the Christine way.
Now I need to put some foil over it, otherwise we
right.
get a skin on top.
Okay.
All right, ready to go into the fridge now.
All right. Okay. So Christine, we've got it out of the fridge. So how long do we leave it in the fridge for?
Until it's cold and ready to eat.
So you can leave it overnight if you wanted to.
Yes. It's vanilla sauce. It's
Oh, that looks beautiful. So what I think we should do is give it a taste. What do you reckon? Well done, mate.
try it.
Oh, this looks... Oh, I'm in heaven.
It's perfect.
It's beautiful.
For the West Australian summer.
Truly just heaven on earth. Absolutely beautiful. You're right, this is perfect for WA summer.
Yes, I think so.
So in German, delicious is?
Köstlich.
And that's what this is. Absolutely beautiful. So thank you for allowing us to come to your home and cooking this beautiful dessert. And I'd like to, well, we would like to dedicate this to Akim and in his memory. And thank you very much for everything.
That's very touching.
And everything you've done for the German community in Western Australia and for multiculturalism. Thank you very much.
It's my and everyone's pleasure. Thank you.
And folks, this is the latest episode in our multicultural cooking series. Go to the OAM website to have a look at it and also all the previous shows. See you next time.